Ex-Speaker Bercow, who became famous for his order calls, has left the Conservative Party and is now a Labour member. In an interview, he settled accounts with the Tories and Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Former British House of Commons Speaker John Bercow left the ruling Conservatives and joined the opposition Labour Party. The Conservatives have become a reactionary, populist, nationalist and sometimes even xenophobic party under Prime Minister Boris Johnson, Bercow told The Observer. "I've come to the conclusion that this government needs to be replaced," he said. And he said, "The Labour Party is the only means to achieve this goal." Bercow used the interview to criticize Johnson. He said, "He's a successful campaigner but a lousy ruler," said Bercow, adding, "I don't think he has a vision for a fairer society, any hunger for social mobility, or a passion for improving people's lot who are not doing as well as him." During his time as Speaker of the House of Commons, Bercow had interpreted the rights of the MPs generously and thus caused trouble for the then Prime Minister Theresa May in particular. At the post, he was actually obliged to be neutral. At times, with the help of the opposition, a group of Brexit opponents in the Conservative ruling party was able to take the legislative process in hand to block the path to no-deal Brexit. When Johnson later put Parliament on a forced break, Bercow found clear words. "It was an act of executive authorization," he said at the Times. The Supreme Court later found him right and ruled that the Parliament would not have been closed. Johnson did not nominate Bercow as a return speaker as a member of the House of Lords, as is actually usual for former speakers. Usual, not actual. Usually speakers all become lords. Bercow's successor in the speaker's chair, Lindsay Hoyle, had clearly distanced himself from Bercow's idiosyncratic style when he was elected 2 years ago. In the meantime, however, he too is increasingly confronted with the government, although I don't see him to be very useful. Bercow was a Conservative MP for 12 years before becoming Speaker of the House of Commons in 2009. Especially with his calls to order in the long Brexit process, he gained a lot of fame. Eye-catching ties also became his trademark. But I really did like these order calls, and that's why I also have a t-shirt with that one, because I really miss order in the House of Commons. That was always fun. You can think about Bercow whatever you like, but that part was really fun, and he made the House of Commons noticed internationally quite a lot because of that, and getting noticed is never a bad thing. I'll see you in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen.